I am all of a sudden suspicious. It's a love story? Are they in game? Actually, don't tell me. Don't tell me. But are they? Alrighty guys, today we're heading into Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, Episode 6. I feel like this is the real beginning of the season. Previous episodes, we got to see a lot more of the backstory and what really made Gojo the Gojo of today that we see. I like seeing more of Geto as well and hearing his story and seeing how it connects to Gojo's relationship and how he's a mentor to the trio today. But I'm really excited, I have to admit, to finally see some of our favorites again, especially Yuji and the gang. So let's get into it.
俺映画行こっかな。食い先は？お前ら元気だな。じゃ、俺は帰る。お疲れ。
He's such a mood.
何見んの？
ミミズ人間4。
ワン、ツー、スリーも見てないし。
Wait a second. Wait a second. Is it a reference to the movie Human Centipede? I feel like it is. Human earthworm, human centipede. Come on.
Good boy, son.
Random fact, guys. So, Human Centipede is one of the first horror movies I've ever watched. And I kind of watched it accidentally. And let me tell you, as a kid, it was a scarring experience. I highly don't recommend watching it if you're... Honestly, I was gonna say if you're not into horror movies, but in general, I don't think anyone should watch it. It's a PSA for you guys not to watch that movie.
今回は一作目で登場したマッドサイエンティスト。それで博士の実験で生まれたミミズと人間の融合体、強化ミミズ人間が生まれちゃうんだって。
Dang it! This is a reference to Human Centipede.
力から逃げたかわいそうなミミズ人間が流れてたどり着いたキャンプ場に。
Hold up. So, she's never seen Human Earthworm, I guess. 1, 2, or 3. And he's going to watch the 4th movie. So he's going to cram the entire plot line right now in order to entice her into going to watch the 4th movie with him. Somehow I feel like this is not going to work.
動物の保護活動をしてる心優しい女の子がいて、その子とミミズ人間が恋に落ち。
Wait, what? That's a love story?
ブスだ、殺さかいだ。
Horrified. I don't know what to say. I don't know whether I'm more horrified at the prospect of the whole tragedy, creepy horror turned romance, or the fact that all of the baby human earthworms came out of the woodwork. I don't recommend the Human Centipede franchise. I'm sorry. It's too horrifying. Not in a I love the adrenaline of a scary ride or a normal scary movie thriller type of feeling. It's just horrifying.
テーマはズバリ。
Her face is mean.
何がテーマでもミミズ男なんて見たくね
え。I'm with her on that.
9は術師の格付けの中で斜めに外れた位置づけじゃ。危険、機密、放給、準1級以下とは比べ物になる。
全員マキ、パンダ。
伏黒恵、釘崎野原。
I like him a lot. I love his character so much. I mean, his fun personality aside, look at him advocating for a promotion for his fellow brother Yuji, brother, romance, whatever you want to call it, and the trio. Get you a friend, sworn brother figure who's going to advocate for you for a promotion and a salary raise.
推挙された者は現役の1級または1級相当の術師とともにそこで適正ありと判断されれば準1級へと昇級し
I like that in Jujutsu Kaisen, it's a little bit more clear on the rankings when someone gets a promotion. I mean, I remember sometimes in a lot of other series I watched, when someone gets a promotion, it's kind of like, I don't know, a change in season. Like they just naturally, through experience and progression of the series, like they'll just be promoted, and they don't really explain as much in detail, at least in the anime, the requirements. Here, though, I like that they kind of include like a little blurb there on it. Okay, so it seems like the trio, Yuji and the rest, will need to go on this mission supervised by maybe Todo. And then based on how they do there, they'll be kind of probationary or semi-first grades. I think that's fair. You know, you're recommended, so you have some references with people who've seen your abilities, and then you execute it with supervision, just in case, before kind of going into it. I like that.
スクナが協力的でない以上、指との遭遇率を上げるため、
Is he saying all this out loud in third person?
何を意味するかわかるかな？ミスメイ。
Oh, he's talking to Mei. Oh, I love ping pong. This makes me want to go play a game.
東堂葵と虎杖裕二が共に任務へと立ち向かう青い未来が存在している。もげたリンゴが地に落ちるがごとく、俺たちは惹かれ合う。
I love that one of his biggest drivers for recommending Yuji here to be first grade sorcerer is because he wants to go on missions together with him. And you know what? I'm supporting him, even though it's kind of based on blind faith. He's kind of just saying,
You know what? We're gonna be paired together. It's fate, it's destiny.
I love it. I love the enthusiasm and the optimism.
非推薦者が同行するのは推薦者以外の術師だよ。以外の術師だよ。彼が同行するのは私たち以外の術師だよ。
Todo strikes me as the type to... It seems like if you were to give him like a puzzle or something, or some sort of quiz, he would skip to the end to see what the prize was. And then not really read through the instructions. He seems like that type to me. Because he was so sure of Yuji being able to make first grade sorcerer. Clearly he knows the rules, what he has to say during the recommendation. Like, he had this all planned out in his head. But I guess he just missed the big glaring point that because he did that, he literally can't be his supervisor now. Oh, is this a real shop? The Aigle Noir? Oh, she's tall.
虎杖君と一緒にいませんでした？
Oh, it's a different opening! Oh, I'm excited for this arc. Oh, the action scenes are gonna be good. How does he do that?
え、マジ？半年前でしょ？いや、その時から身長だけ。
I need to eat whatever she's eating. She grew 15 centimeters.
虎杖じゃん。
Aww.
卒業式の日、勇気を出して一緒に撮ってもらったんです。
Is she a secret admirer?
え、優子、それ。
Okay.
つまりそういうことね。はい、そういうことで。
The art change gets me.
伏黒まだ乗ってます？そこまで引き返してもらっていいですか？
Wait, why'd she call him instead of Yuji?
虎杖君のこと。ない。天地がランバダを踊っても。ない。
That's a pretty strong refusal.
なんか今胸がもやっとした。
Wait,
不整脈？
don't spoil this for me if you guys have already read ahead in the manga. Is she and Yuji endgame? Oh, I just got chills. I love them both, but I just love their friendship so much that I really can't see them as a couple. Are they endgame? Actually, don't tell me. Don't tell me. But are they?
実はこの子がカクカクしかじかで。
つまりそういうことか。
ねえ、そう。
I love he had the same reaction.
あと部屋にグラビアポスターが貼ってある。彼女いるやつってそういうの貼らねえんじゃねえか？
True.
グロって女子の前でだけカッコつけてブラック飲むタイプ？
俺の話を聞きたくて呼んだ。いつも飲んでんだよ。
Mm-hmm. Sure you do.
ちなみに好きなタイプとか。
背が高い子が。
It was Jennifer Lawrence, right? I was a little bit apprehensive. Like, I knew they were going to start lighthearted and then things were going to get serious really quickly. But it's throwing me for a loop. I love it though. Mood? There was no context. It's just come to the family restaurant.
しまった。
何それ。
虎杖に優子のこと言ってない。
You just realized?
小沢じゃん。何してんの？
Oh, he recognizes her.
じゃあさ、虎杖はクラスの女子で誰が好き？
I'm here for the random love story arc.
強いて言うなら。
いや、デブじゃん。
あいつ食い方とか字とかいろいろすげえ綺麗な。
虎杖君は私が知らない私を見てくれる。
That makes me like him even more. Did they end up talking? I am all of a sudden suspicious. The thing with these series is that I feel like they have broken my trust and made me a very distrustful audience member. Because whenever there's a random side character that gets a little too much storyline and detail, I get sucked into their personality and character and I get immersed in their story, and then one of two things happen. Either they become part of the new cast, or they become extinct from the new cast. So I'm holding out hope that we're going to see more of her and maybe she ends up somehow becoming a sorcerer too.
私が彼氏を作るより先に虎杖に彼女ができるのがなんかムカつく。
Oh.
ついで。
レディーに持たせたままじゃあんたも気分悪いでしょ。
I like their friendship.
行こうぜ。ほら。
He's gonna make them watch Human Earthworm 4.
シグロもポップコーン食うか？キャラメル味でいいよな。ミミズをと。
They're true friends for going with him to watch it.
五条から内通者の話は聞いてるわね。一人は学長以上の上層部、もう一人その上層部に情報を流してるやつが。メカ丸？
Is it one of these two?
すまん、ミワ。
メカ丸の術式は傀儡操術。傀儡の操作範囲は天与呪縛の力。
Wow, that's pretty powerful.
ここよ。
Oh.
来たか。
I remember one of you guys explained this in the comments for, I think, one of the last episodes too. So his heavenly pact is that he gets, I think, ample amounts of cursed energy and he's able to manipulate puppets all across Japan. But his physical body is basically horribly dysfunctional. So it prevents him from living an actual lifestyle in his physical body. But did they have to put him in a dungeon? Or more like, or I guess, did he have to put himself in a dungeon? I see no sense of home in this basement. It looks like a creepy, rundown dungeon. There's not even a photo frame or a table, even anything to make the space seem a little bit more like home. I feel like a lot of times a person's home setting, usually it says a lot about a character. And in his case, if he's a mole, I wouldn't be surprised. I don't feel like we know that much about Mechamaru, other than what we've already seen of him in combat. I don't know, it just he doesn't strike me as like a character that has the biggest impression so far.
やられたわね。
でも逆に。
これでメカ丸で確定かしら。
もう敵なんだからちゃっちゃと殺しちゃおうよ。私たちに協力し、情報を提供す
Why do you ally with Kito?
して、真人の無意天変で体を殺すのは直した後だ。
So he betrayed all the other Jujutsu sorcerers because he wants them to mend his body, so he's gonna sell them out? There must be a deeper reason. I mean, they're already blatantly telling him they're gonna annihilate him after fixing him, so... Or is he that confident that he can take them on after they fix him?
他者間との縛りは、自らが自らに課す縛りとはわけが違う。自分の中の縛りは破ったところで、得たもの、向上した能力などを失うと破ったとき、私たちにいつどんな災いが。
It's nice that in this Jujutsu Kaisen world, pacts are almost like the ultimate promise. It's not that they're unbreakable, but it's that there is such a real tangible consequence that even quote unquote, I guess, curses, the villains, will pretty much follow through with it. I don't want to root for the villain, but it must have been horrible being stuck in a body like that. I think he would take him on. I just don't think he would take on Geto afterwards. Nice! Oh, I was kind of hoping he escaped. Because then we can find out his motives. Wow! That's pretty cool.
帳が降りてる。下等だな。そう。俺の勝利条件は五条悟だ。どんな手段でもいい。五条。
So it doesn't seem like he's truly a traitor? Or that's the vibe I'm getting here.
Although, you know what I really wish he did? I wish that he would have left a note or sent a notice to the other sorcerers prior to meeting Geto.
He's mentioned Gojo here. If he's trying to reach Gojo, assumably for help, he could have done that and Gojo could have been in contact with him right at a second. So he could have done that before Geto lowered a veil.
そして保護してもらう。真人は危険すぎる。まずはこいつを払う。だが、勝算はある。1年やっからえ
He did this for love? I hope he succeeds. I really don't like him. Oh. Ah! These cliffhangers. I have mixed emotions about Mechamaru because I don't know him as a character well enough, but based on the kind of little scenes, the little clues that we have seen of him, I think somehow in his mind or his logic, I guess we'll hear more later, he did this for the blue-haired girl in some way. And I think he's being a little bit too optimistic, thinking he still has a chance to survive or get in touch with Gojo. I mean, he's faced with Geto over here. Geto has shown that he is extremely smart, very, his thinking in terms of planning is immaculate, to be honest, very good planning. I think the downfall here is that Mechamaru should have contacted Gojo before even meeting Geto. Or he should have, somehow sent a message, left a note, something in his planning at some point. Even at his old hideout, knowing that it would have been found out sooner or later. I think his downfall here is that he's taking on too much alone and solo. I like that they changed the ending song and the opening for this new arc. It's almost like a soft rock. It's fun. Okay, overall thoughts? I think this was a really fun episode. It felt more like an intro to a new part of the series. Even though we're, I guess, in the middle of season 2, I'm excited to see the progression. I mean, we're already starting out with a literal bang with another fight. I hope they explain more about Mechamaru's intentions, what his whole plan is, why he did what he did and sell out the other sorcerers. And honestly, I'm hoping Gojo does arrive somehow to the scene quickly, or the trio does somehow, to save him and get the intel out of him and figure out what's going on. I wouldn't mind if Mahito was written out of this series, as one might say. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought of this episode, why you think Mechamaru did what he did, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!